Okay, we got a little piece of block of wood here that is about these are 1 inch, so it's 1 inch by 1 inch blocks of wood, and he's about 4 inches long. And we're just gonna have a little fun today. We're just gonna do a little figure, but we're just gonna do it in a little bit different way. Like I said, we're gonna have a little fun in this. Now, we're gonna go ahead and use the side view. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm going to cut up on both sides just like this. Okay? Okay. And we're going to continue to sort of make it ring through there. So what you have here is kind of a, you know, a tongue like that. Now, what I'm going to come up here and I'm going to do is I'm going to run a thing across here to make our nose with. Okay, just like that. See that? And here we're going to do this, okay? We're going to run our piece up, just sort of continue to come back like this. And then from here we want to run, make a cut in here, and do this. All right? And then we want to go ahead and make our cuts on each side of the nose like this. So to just kind of come up here, like this. All right, do we see that? Now, we're just going to kind of on each side of where these cuts are, we're going to run up here, and we're going to come around here like this. Okay? And then we're going to run our knife up here, and we're going to cut from the inside. Oh, we're outside. I don't know what the world that is coming around here. What in the world is that? Oh, that's a guy pulling out of his driveway. He must have some, he's got a bad little car. He's got some glass packs on there or something. Well, I call them glass packs. That was old 1970s and 1960s jargon, where a guy had that loud muffler. It was like, they were like a muffler, is what they were, and they made real loud noises. So as you can see here, we have this way. Okay? Now let's go back here and let's come forward just a little bit. And then let's make a cut in here as we join these two together. And make a cut in here. And do the same here. Make a cut in here. And a cut in there. All right. Let's go ahead and make a cut just like this. All right. Okay. And we can even make a little cut forward just like that. Now, I'm going to come around here to the top and I'm going to cut right in here and come from the inside and cut there. Okay? And make it kind of an angle like that. And cut there like that. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to angle off this just right in here. And I'm going to do that and I'm going to cut this in here. Like that. Okay? And the same thing over here. Come in here and cut down like that. Sorry, I just kind of... Alright. Then I want to run it up here and run it up here and cut it like this. This is just a little lesson in how you can just sit here and then run across like that. Sit there and create these little scenarios of what you want and just create different little figures and different little things that you can do. Now, from this point, we want to kind of just take this and we want to come along here and we want to bring this down some more, okay? On each side. Here. All right. There we go. We're going to kind of just sort of, now we're going to come in here and we're going to kind of remove this in here, all right? Okay. All right. Now let's cut some more in there. All right, now on each side, we're just going to bring that down a little bit in here. Just a little bit on the ruffled side, as we may say. And then what I want to do, from each end right here of the thing, of the hat, I want to do this. I want to make an angle. See the way I'm making the angle cuts? Like that. And the angle cut. It's a little bit in the flat plane type way that it's being done, but it's not precisely that is what I'm doing right here. And then you take and you just sort of flip this up like here, where it flips up just exactly like that. Got a little place in there, a little place in there, in other words. And we just kind of just like that. Okay? Now let's come down and we're going to come up about 1/2 inch here where our shoes are going to be. And we're going to cut down like that. And cut like that. I don't usually cut from the side of a piece. I usually always cut from the other side, but we're going to just kind of do this to make it maybe perhaps a little bit easier to pertain, as we say. And this is where our shoes will be as they get through here. And let's come from the back and let's take some of this off of here. Okay. Okay. Now, it may look kind of unusual, a little bit odd in the way that it looks in such a way, but it's really not. It's just a matter of cuts as we work out the issue of, and we're just going to kind of do that a little bit. All right. Now let's go ahead and just hit down like here, and let's do it a little bit deeper, okay? We got to get a little bit more depth on there in that sense. Okay. Now, over here, what we would like to do is come down and draw our little arm here. And we cut it, and we cut it. And we remove that wood from here, okay? And then from the same thing, we cut this way and we cut that way, but remove the outside wood, not the inside wood, from out here. And remove and it is a spring day. It's a beautiful day, and a beautiful day just for whittling. So as you can see, it's come down, draw, come across, come up, and then draw this back here. And you may have to remove a little bit more wood. And you want to come back just a little bit on here. And you want to come across here and come up like this, okay? And put those hands in that pocket just like that. Okay? And we remove that. Okay. As we can see, now let's go ahead and just kind of put this down like here. All right? All right. Okay. Now, what do we want to do on this side? Do we want to put them in the pocket? Or I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do the same type of thing, but this time we're, you come down, you come up, okay, like that, and then you come down this way, just like that. Because you want to bring it further out, or if you want to, you can actually bring the hand, let's see, do it which way do I want to do it? Let me just erase this right here. Let me start all over in how I want to do this, in other words. All right, let's do this. Let's bring our hand this way, okay? Let's bring our hand that way and bring that up here like this. There we go. Up here, and actually that comes, that comes down and then comes over just like that, in other words. Just like that, the hand. So I'm going to come from the back side here, and I'm going to make that cut. And I'm going to take that wood away from there. And then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to make that cut. There we go, just like that. And then I'm going to come here, and I'm going to make that cut. And then from that position, we bring the hand this way. And what it's going to do is that it's actually going to come down here, and that's going to be cut off like that. All right? And we're going to bring that even further down here like that, but we get it in the range of where we want it. Okay? And we're going to make another cut back here to make that deeper. Now most of you know I take much deeper cuts than a lot of people do to emphasize that piece. Okay? Alright. For right now, we're going to then clear some of this. We're gonna cut some of this out of here so we can give some depth to this area in here. Okay. And we get that depth right there. Okay. And we will make a cut right in here. And we shall make that cut in there and get that a little bit deeper. Just like that. Let's cut back on this a little bit. And then we come back here and we want to kind of cut into here. And let's cut a little bit deeper here so that we have more room and space for our hand. Make that cut in there. Okay, as you can see now, we are, what I do sometimes is I'll just sit down and go crazy with cuts. I'll just start making cuts and just try to create little creatures and figures out of just making a series of cuts. And if you see some of my pieces, there's a lot of cuts in my pieces, but I try to use the cuts to emphasize the character of the individual pieces in such a way